Get your kicks on Route 66. For nearly a century, this legendary highway has been more than just a road. It's a symbol of American freedom, adventure, and the open road. From Chicago to Santa Monica, it stretches over 2,000 miles, a ribbon of asphalt holding countless stories, but beneath the neon signs and nostalgic diners lie tales that are far more mysterious, secrets that have lingered for decades, turning this iconic highway into a path of unsolved riddles. Today we are hitting the road to uncover the most baffling and persistent unsolved secrets of Route 66. So buckle up, because this journey is about to take a turn into the unknown. Our first stop takes us to a place shrouded in whispers and uneasy feelings, the Tri-County Truck Stop in Villa Ridge, Missouri. For decades, this stretch of I-44, which now bypasses the original Route 66, has been a black hole for the missing law. Enforcement calls it the Devil's Triangle. Over the years, at least a dozen people, mostly transients and hitchhikers, have vanished without a trace in this area. One of the most haunting cases is that of Susan LaRossi, also known as Duchess. In 1989, she was working at the truck stop when she suddenly disappeared. Her car was found in the parking lot, keys in the ignition, her purse on the seat. It was as if she stepped out for a moment and was simply erased from existence. Despite extensive searches and investigations, no sign of Susan has ever been found. The theories surrounding the Devil's Triangle are as numerous as they are chilling. Some believe a serial killer used the transient nature of the truck stop culture to prey on victims, leaving no witnesses and no evidence. The constant flow of people from all over the country provided the perfect cover. Others point to the possibility of a trafficking ring operating in the shadows, snatching vulnerable individuals off the grid. The area's dense woods and numerous caves could easily hide secrets forever. Was it one killer, a group, or something else entirely? The files remain open, and the families of the missing are still waiting for answers. The silence in this part of Missouri is deafening, a constant reminder of the lives that were lost along this lonely stretch of the Mother Road. Next, we travel west to Oatman, Arizona, a ghost town that's not quite empty. Famous for its wild burros that roam the streets, descendants of pack animals left behind by miners, Oatman has another, more spectral resident. We're talking about the Oatman Hotel, one of the oldest two-story adobe buildings in the state, built in 1902. This place is steeped in history. Clark Gable and Carol Lombard famously spent their honeymoon here in 1939 after getting married in nearby Kingman. But the spirit said to haunt its halls has a much longer and sadder story. His name is Oti, an Irish miner who, according to legend, died behind the hotel in the 1930s waiting for his family who never arrived. Guests and staff have reported a plethora of paranormal activity. The sounds of a bagpipe playing in the dead of night, disembodied whispers in empty rooms, and objects moving on there own are common occurrences. Room 15, the Gable Lombard Suite, is a particular hotspot. People report feeling an unseen presence, hearing laughter when no one is there, and even seeing the faint outline of a man. A television crew once captured an audio recording of a faint voice saying "help me" when they asked if any spirits were present. Skeptics suggest it's just the creaks and groans of an old building, but the consistency of the stories from people who've never met is hard to ignore. Is Oti still waiting, a lonely soul forever tied to this desert outpost? The burrows of Oatman aren't talking, but the walls of the hotel might be. Let's continue our journey into the bizarre with a story that feels like it eased straight out of a sci-fi movie. We're in western Oklahoma in the small town of Sayre. In April 1970, the local sheriff, a man named Roger Webb, was on a routine patrol when he saw something that defied all explanation. He reported seeing a large glowing object descend from the sky and land in a nearby field. As he approached, he saw figures emerge from the craft. He described them as small with large eyes and gray skin. Fearing the worst, Sheriff Webb fired his weapon at the object. He claimed the bullets simply bounced off its metallic surface. The craft then silently lifted off the ground and shot into the night sky at an impossible speed. The next day, investigators found physical evidence at the site, a large circular patch of scorched earth where the grass was completely burnt and several small three-toed tracks in the soft ground. The FBI was called in, samples were taken, and a formal investigation was launched. The official report was predictably inconclusive. The government cited unusual atmospheric conditions and swamp gas, the classic explanations, but Sheriff Webb, a respected lawman with a solid reputation, stuck to his story until the day he died. The locals who knew him believed him. What did he really see that night? Was it a secret military craft being tested, or was Sayre, Oklahoma, the site of a genuine close encounter? The scorch mark eventually faded, but the mystery remains burned into the history of Route 66. Our next secret isn't about ghosts or aliens, but about a fortune in lost gold. We head to the rugged mountains of New Mexico near the old Route 66 alignment. This is the legend of the Lost Adams diggings in the 1860s. A man named Adams and a group of miners were led by a guide to a canyon filled with gold nuggets as big as turkey eggs. They mined a fortune, but their greed led to conflict with the local Apache tribe. In a violent clash, nearly all the miners were killed. Adams was one of the few who escaped, but he suffered a head injury and could never remember the exact location of the canyon. For over 150 years, treasure hunters have scoured the mountains of New Mexico and Arizona trying to retrace Adams's steps. The clues are cryptic: a canyon shaped like a boot, two distinctive peaks, and a waterfall. Countless books have been written and many have claimed to have found it, but no one has ever produced the proof, the massive gold nuggets Adams described. Some have even lost their lives in the treacherous terrain, adding a modern layer of tragedy to the old legend. Does the canyon of gold still lie hidden somewhere off a forgotten dirt road just miles from Route 66? Or is it just a tall tale, a campfire story that grew into a legend? The promise of immense wealth ensures that people will never stop looking for the lost Adams diggings. Finally, we arrive at the very end of the road, Santa Monica, California, but our last mystery takes us back in time to the golden age of Hollywood and one of its most glamorous stars, Thelma Todd. In December 1935, Thelma, known as the Ice Cream Blonde, was found dead in her car in the garage of her former lover's home, just a short drive from where Route 66 meets the sea. The official cause of death was carbon monoxide poisoning, and it was ruled a probable suicide, but almost immediately the story didn't add up. Thelma was at the peak of her career and had just opened her successful sidewalk cafe. She had no known reason to take her own life. The circumstances were incredibly suspicious. She had been at a party the night before and was reportedly in high spirits. There were reports of a heated argument with her ex-husband, even more sinister. Thelma had allegedly been resisting pressure from the mob, including notorious gangster Lucky Luciano, who wanted to run illegal gambling operations out of her cafe. Her friends, including stars like Patsy Kelly and Ida Lupino, never believed the suicide story. They were convinced she was murdered. Was it a crime of passion? A mob hit disguised as a suicide? Or was it truly a tragic accident? The investigation was cursory at best, and many believed it was intentionally botched to protect powerful people. Thelma Todd's death remains one of Hollywood's darkest unsolved mysteries, a final tragic secret lingering at the end of the Mother Road. From ghostly miners to lost gold, from vanished travelers to alien encounters and Hollywood conspiracies, Route 66 is a road of endless questions. These stories remind us that for all the nostalgia and romance, there's a darker, more mysterious side to this American icon. The highway may be decommissioned and parts of it may be fading back into the landscape, but its secrets endure, waiting for someone to finally uncover the truth. What do you think happened in these cases? Do you know of any other unsolved mysteries along Route 66? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your theories and stories. Thanks for joining us on this mysterious journey down the Mother Road. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the unknown. Until next time, keep seeking the truth.